make the graveyard dip. Cynthia, what are you making?
I'm going to carve an apple into a face. And it's going to be, we're going to bake it, and it's going to go in an apple cider punch.
Like a brew.
Yeah, so it's going to look like a shrunken head, like a dried shrunken head.
Bobbing the apples in the punch. That'd be cool. So, I have never carved an apple. I've carved pumpkins, never carved an apple. So,
neither have I.
I got you a bunch of, I got you a bunch of tools.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Sharp tools from my kitchen. I got you, and little spoons. I imagine that like you probably got to carve out little stuff. So good luck.
And good luck to you.
Thank you. I'm making the graveyard dip.
So I'm going to sit down so I can do this.
My graveyard dip is kind of like, it's called the graveyard dip, but it is pretty much, when I was reading it, it's kind of like a 7-layer dip. So what I'm going to do is, but what's cool about it is you don't bake it. You put it all together, then you refrigerate it, and then you serve it at your party. So we're going to start with a can of refried beans. We're going to mix this with some salsa. And I had made my own little salsa concoction last night. I have salsa with little black beans in it and a bunch of garlic. So I'm gonna mix. It's good. You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. So we're gonna mix a can of black beans, or not black beans, refried beans, with some of this salsa. I don't know what's going on with our lights here. Let me turn this down a little bit. So we're gonna put in a bunch of salsa that I had made. Homemade salsa, like that. And we're gonna mix this. And this is gonna be, this is like, I guess if you're thinking about a graveyard dip, this mixed together is gonna be kind of our dirt. Like we're gonna spread it and it's
gonna be dirt.
Yeah, like you're in the graveyard. So I think the premise is when you're dipping with the chip, you're dipping into a graveyard, because as you watch, I'm gonna pretty much make a graveyard. So I'm stirring this up.
So these are great ideas for a Halloween party.
Definitely. Right? Yes. Yeah. They are our office party, Halloween party, retirement home party, happy hour. Look at you. You just peeled that apple so great.
I was trying to be careful so they don't fly everywhere.
So look at my dip. Doesn't that look like the ground and then like rocks in the ground? A little bit. So we're going to spread that in this tray right here. I'm going to make a single layer of it. And I found this cool rectangle tray that kind of looks like a graveyard plot. You see what I mean? Like it's, so, look, see, Cynthia? You asked me, I'm going to spread it like this. Oh. See, it's like the ground. Does that look like dirt?
It looks like dirt.
You're going to be eating dirt. No, I'm not going to eat dirt, but it looks like a graveyard. See, that's kind of cool. It looks like the ground. And then with those black beans in it, it looks like rocks or like chunks of dirt. So then it says, ooh, I just got my witch's, I gotta tie that up. My witch's, what is this called? Sleeve in there.
Oh, your sleeve.
So then we're gonna take some sour cream, excuse me, Cynthia, we're gonna take some sour cream and mix this in a bowl with some, I could probably mix it in the same bowl. I'm gonna take some sour cream, little chunks of sour cream. And then with that, you know, we're not measuring anything today, just eyeballing it all. With that, we are going to add this. I gotta tie all these up. It's going all over. They're getting in everything. I'm gonna add this taco seasoning to it. I'll post the whole recipe later, but we're just doing this for happy hour fun. I always eyeball everything, and I also over season quite a bit. So to me, you're now making this. This is a whipped seasoned sour cream. We're gonna put this on top of this in a nice smooth layer, and then on top of that, we're gonna put on some avocado or guacamole, and that's our layered dip right there. Ooh, that's seasoning. That's a lot of seasoning right there. So I'm just gonna slap this on there because then I'm just gonna smooth it over the little graveyard. So there's like this white layer in between. Well, maybe that's supposed to look like the cement or something. I don't know. Got this white layer. It said it would be a very thin layer. How's your apple carving?
I'm actually having fun.
What are you carving?
It's a face. Look at that.
Oh my
gosh. See
gosh.
that face? Can you see that?
Oh my god, that is so cute. I do see that face. It has two little eyes, and it looks like how you carve a jack-o', you know, like a pumpkin, but these are going to be apples, and they're called...
It's actually easier to carve than a pumpkin.
I bet. They're like shrunken heads. Shrunken heads.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm slowly getting this white part spread out over my dip. Yeah, I think this is supposed to look like the top layer of soil. And just a little bit more to cover right here.
So there's one.
So I have an
right
even
there.
layer. Oh yeah. So right now this is what my dip looks like. Then it said to take avocado. I'm going to spread that on top. So I guess that looks like the grass at a graveyard. So once you start digging in with your chips, then it's like you're in the dirt and in the graveyard. Let's see. Can I use this? You're not using this one.
I'm going to peel your
out.
apple.
Okay. Oh, for me?
Yeah, I'm going to peel it.
Oh, thank you. I got to carve an apple too.
Yeah.
So it says to put the glops of the avocado. Man, I'm glad I tied my sleeves up. Those sleeves were not made for cooking.
Witches are not supposed to be cooking.
No, we're supposed to go like this, and it would be made for us, right? Like on Bewitched.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Oh yeah, the avocado. Ooh, the avocado even smooths out even better. Look at that, smooths out pretty good. So it said like kind of just to smooth the green around a little bit. It's not going to be on there perfectly because when we come back at happy hour, I will have finished this off because this is supposed to now go sit in the refrigerator for a little bit. Kind of all gels together a little bit. And right before you're going to serve it, you're going to take either lettuce or spinach. And you're going to chop it up real fine. And like you lay it all on top and it looks like grass.
Oh, cool.
So a dip will have like a layer of just a little bit of lettuce. Oh, there it goes again. Lettuce or spinach chopped up finely on top. And then we're going to take tortilla chips and set them in like headstones.
Oh.
And that will be our graveyard dip.
Nice.
And this will be tasty too, I can already tell. So
that sounds great. Okay, so we'll be back. She's going to carve her apple, and we're gonna bake them, and then we'll be back and show you. Oh, are we making the punch too?
We'll make the punch at happy hour.
Okay.
And we're gonna drop those skull heads and we're gonna have punch dip with skull heads in it.
All right, we'll be back.